When I wrote my dad's obituary, I did not mention my mom, and I exposed her years of abuse and neglect. I like to start by saying that I originally posted this in Petty Revenge, but it was removed, so I'm guessing it's more appropriate for here. I'm shrugging my arms about this. So, my dad died December the 1st of the year 2022. He briefly lived with me before his passing after a long stint of being chronically ill for the past 15 plus years. By the way, I'm writing these lines during the day number 10th of September in the year 2023. As his health declined, he relied more on my mom for things. Prior to this, she was never a great person and fully took advantage of his disability and mobility issues as he declined. For years, she claimed to be separated and divorced, talking to other men on the internet. She made claims many times she was going to move away and marry someone else. In addition, she took advantage of him financially, tried every legal avenue we could find to have her kicked out, arrested, or force her out, but those attempts were met with responses that it was a civil matter and there was nothing that could be done. He'd made me a durable POA and added me to all his accounts. This is a small portion of her abuse, but I promise her actions were no less than neglectful and exploitive. I tried for years to get my dad to move in with me, but he wasn't leaving the house he worked so hard to pay for. Oh my. I brought him home in hospice the day after Thanksgiving and made sure that his final days were the best they could be. After meeting with the funeral home to carry out his final wishes, I was told that they required consent from my mother to allow me to cremate him. It was no surprise she initially told me no, and only agreed after I allowed her to keep the Social Security survivor benefits, which would have been hers anyway. I'm rolling my eyes. I wrote his obituary, and I left her out of it. There was not a single word or mention he'd ever been married or had a spouse. I didn't feel she deserved to be recognized or viewed as a grieving widow when she spent her marriage as a shitty spouse and a person. She lost her mind, and there were many questions from friends and family alike. I've spent years in therapy working through maternal narcissistic abuse, and I believe if she didn't want me to talk about it, she shouldn't have done it. When people asked about it, I was honest about the years of abuse my father and I endured from her. I've completely ruined the public image and victim complex she spent years creating. I might be the villain and an asshole in this scenario, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Oh my. Well, when our mother died, my sister and I made an announcement, but we didn't write an obituary. We did, however, ask for donations instead of flowers. The charity? The National Association of Children of Alcoholics. Without saying a word of judgment, we let everyone know how she died and how we felt about it. Mom's brothers were livid. Even that was airing dirty laundry. Fuck them. Oh my, good for you and your sister. It's okay to call people out for how they've treated you. As I'm sure you and your sister did, I've suffered many years of verbal and emotional abuse at the hands of my mother. I know my dad only stayed with her because she would have made sure he didn't know if I was dead or alive. I'm forever thankful because who knows how I would have turned out had I only been raised with her influence. I've spent countless hours and dollars on therapy, but there are still some things that get me. I'm still pretty sure I'll run her obituary saying something like, "Those who survive her do not mourn her, and know the world is a better place without her in it." Well, I have to say that sunlight sanitizes dirty laundry. It's only in the dark that it continues to fester.